well, a copy protection, but one of the things it did was it moved the heads back and forth at parts of the music. So, and it moved them slowly.
You want to test your work? That PowerPoint and serial phones?
Oh, sure.
Oh my gosh.
To make it disc.
Yeah, so basically.
Yeah. I got the 1.19 down there.
Okay, you can basically just plug those two. One of them and get this, and it will show you the
Oh, great.
power ports are.
Yeah, we can do that. I think I picked this one up at the same time as the other one. Yeah, 1990. You get this computer, but this is like
Yeah. It's a pretty cool graphic too. There it is, having fun talking to the disk drive constantly. Never seen the purple motherboard before.
Those are the ones you make.
Nice.
No, seriously, you buy the motherboard and then you buy the computer that's been eaten by battery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's one of the remakes, right?
And then you transfer all the chips to it after you solve the other parts.
Yeah. They'll make the new ones flashy color rather than just green.
Yes, they did.
Purple PCB people.
And it just loops after that. But yeah, you throw it in there, and if your disk drive can make it through like 5 or 6 or 10 times playing the song, then you probably got a.
Well, I got a good disk drive, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully they you have to transfer or socket the chips and not soldered on the motherboard or whatever.
Yeah, so none of these are. Yeah, so you totally assemble the board with sockets before you put any chips on. Anyway, it'll just get there and loop and loop and loop, and so. Until you
Yep.
And then it complains.
Nice. Here's the complaint message.
Must replace this disc.
Oh, that's cool. It gives you the lyrics and everything too.
Yeah, just to the part that it plays, because there's like
Mhm.
many more verses of the song that aren't there. That's just what space they had on the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a part 2 disc. You had multiple drives.
That would have been interesting. I think the whole deal was can we fit it all in one disc?
Yeah. But it's not a MIDI file, right? It's some sort of, I don't know, a proprietary file, or is it a WAV or something?
Got to be something proprietary.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, we had talked about it a little bit. As there were 8-bit samplers available for mono. It's like I don't know how they did it, but. Yeah, anybody wants to mess with it, they can mess with it. But I'm done with my parts of the show. I'm done. You can look at it. Okay.
You have a 600, huh?
Yeah, but it's a different one. I mean, you haven't been the last time, so I had a different A600. So I just got this one like 2 days ago. And I know it's faulty, and we'll get to that in a moment, but I just want to test it out, what's going on with it. So.
Right. Did you get it off eBay or something? Or?
Yeah. And it was obviously cheaper than the usual eBay prices, so.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the ultimate goal here is that I also got another A600 HD case coming my way, so I will probably swap the cases.
2.0.
And this way, I'll be only one Amiga left from completing my ultimate wedge collection. All 600 HD files.
That's a 3.0.
1200 HD/40 as well, and so on. 500 plus chicken lips and so on.
I don't know.
You have to take those all to a show at some point.
I will.
Some
once,
exhibition.
Once I will get my collection complete.
You know, as a matter of fact, we're trying to plan a Vintage Computer Federation sort of meeting here in DFW area at some point, maybe next year. Might be good for you to set up a booth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the wedge guy, right? I never played with Yeah, go ahead. I never used any of the big box Amiga.
Mhm.
I only have 500. My first ever computer that I ever touched was Amiga 500, the German version.
Cool.
With a 1.2 version of the kickstart, right? So that was the first computer ever.
Mhm.
And then I have my own 500, and then obviously my parents sold my Amiga, so and everybody in the hood had the Amiga, right? So I played with 600, 1200, all of this stuff, right?
Right.
But never any big box, never CD32, never CD-TV, and so on. So
Mhm. Okay. I've always wanted a 600. I thought they were kind of, they're neat, small and, you know, compact. We got a 500 and a 1200, but.
Yep.
yeah, I mean they are really nice.
Mhm.
Is that a compact flash drive on?
Yes. And that's, I know that Commodore didn't know what to do with this because they first thought about it as a 8300, right? So kind of a downgrade from
Right.
500 would be. And then they started adding stuff like CF board and everything else, right? So they didn't know what to do. But actually this is, so nowadays I'm mostly using this to DJ, because there's a software that you can use and you play the cross-track remote files,
Mhm.
just like you would be having a CD player or whatever, right? So
Right.
you basically can cue the song,
Mhm.
skip to the
Yep.
part of the track you want, and,
Oh, jeez.
and pitch it up, pitch it down, whatever, right? So 600 is the best one because it's small, compact, and you can fit 4 of those
Right.
on a table.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then usually you want to have CF card because you want to quickly swap things out, load new stuff and so on.
Right.
Yep.
Can you swap out compact flash?
Oh no,
drives on the machine?
this
Yes.
gimbal has messed things up.
I want to say on the 500 that I have, you're not supposed to do that.
There is yeah, you can do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Okay.
There is a fix, basically the so-called reset fix. So this will always, whenever you're removing the CF card, this will make sure that the system gets the proper signal.
Oh, okay.
Serial port work. Serial port.
Good job, man.
Yeah. Try one more.
Little tester.
Yeah. All green. Right.
Oh, it checks the
Yeah.
the hardware, the serial port.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you know, it was a little bit cavalier when I got this finished, and I'm assuming that I have all the parts in the right spot. But I didn't have a modem to plug into the serial port, or a printer to plug into the parallel port. Plug the floppy into the floppy port and boot it off of an external floppy, but, so I know that perfect. Kind of know everything works, but
Mhm.
so,
Well, nowadays, a lot of people don't use either the serial port or parallel port.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
they use a modem.
I mean, one is, I use pretty much both, because one is for the Amiga sampler, I did second one is for the MIDI.
Mhm.
Because I usually work with MIDI, so external samplers, synthesizer, and so on. So all of my ports are pretty much used.
Right, okay.
Here we
But I never
go.
use
So
printer
no.
on Amiga, so-
Mhm.
Brother.
I think my favorite hardware expansions I ever got for my Amiga 2000 was the 8-port serial card.
I don't know, it's, I didn't time myself, it was in the middle, so.
I will get this gimbal someday.
One port is for the 1000.
Yeah.
So they put every piece out, of course they set it up, But, you know, you sit there watching, you think, how do you do that? Get those pieces
I
out.
don't think I'm not gonna make a video of it.
Okay, there we
But
go.
you know,
I finally have this.
You even have that kind of spot to it.
There's no.
I built two, and I'm 100% on both of them.
Yeah, that's, he was too.
Yeah.
And that's what's amazing.
There we go.
I do this stuff as part of my regular job. This kind of thing is my regular job. I'm pretty attentive to the details.
Watching him go over there, we were point soldering gun.
I've got a better soldering iron. Also, so this is now one of the guys that's making these has made a black and a purple version for
The purple looks great.
the Amiga 3000 replacements. And I have a battery Eaton 3000. It works fine. I did all the repairs and it works fine. But it's sort of like I have all the chips. I can make a purple 3000.
Nice.
And that's maybe what I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if your PCB's damaged, then there's
Yeah, it's got
save you a lot of time, I guess, rather than trying to discover traces that are broken.
if it's really damaged. This
Mhm.
the donor for this board worked when I got it.
Mhm.
Okay, but I did buy one. So, okay, so this one came from the UK.
Mhm.
I did buy one from a guy who had it in, I guess, there's a storage lockers in
Someone
Florida.
had a question about this place.
Okay.
So if you wanna, you know more, but you want me to hold that or?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I guess the one came out of a storage locker in Miami or Florida somewhere where the humidity was high.
Mhm.
And the battery leaked, and the humidity will just push that stuff, keep pushing it across the board. And yeah, that board was pretty dead. So the chips were all fine. So
Oh, good.
I made the other one out of that one.
Yeah, we had a guy who was from Honduras. After he came to several of our meetings, and his contacted him and sent him his Amigas. I said, "Where you got it?" He said, "Well, they're in a storage building out behind the house in Honduras." I said, "How long they been there?" I don't know, 8, 9 years. And we got them up here, you know, and the chassis would just like scrape the rust off so you could.
Yeah. Let me say, this one was in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, looks like
And the board, I still have the original board, and it still works fine. So I didn't have to. I had the extra PAL crystal here off of some other boards, and I bought some other dead boards from other people to get the DB23s for the video and the
Mhm.
floppy. You know,
I was gonna ask
the
about that,
unobtainium-
yeah.
The unobtainium connectors. Yeah, you gotta find the cheapest scrap board.
Mhm.
Wojciech here gave me one.
For good reason.
Yeah. He's grabbed the connectors off of them, so.
Did all the resistors and capacitors, did you have to buy those separately, or came with
Yeah,
the
yeah, they-
came with the board or something, like the package or something?
Okay, so
or-
the guy that sells this board will sell you a resistor pack if you want it, and I usually buy it because it's cheap.
Yeah, you
And
get them all
I-
together rather than have to
Yeah,
piece them
and
out.
I really don't want to go through the DigiKey order line by line on resistors.
Right,
It says
yeah.
2 of these, 3 of these, 5 of these, whatever.
Right.
So I bought the resistor pack, but I had to go through every other line for every other component on there and submit my own DigiKey order for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think the same guy will sell you a purple replacement board for the keyboard.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I probably need to get one of those and do that.
Now I'm having trouble with a couple of my keys on my 500, so if a new board would help, or I'm not sure.
Now, if it's just individual keys,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably the membrane. You can buy those.
Oh, okay.
Plastic membrane.
There's a small contact under each key, so sometimes just cleaning up it's just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, but I've had dead membranes.
Yeah, if you need one, I mean, I have a plenty of dead keyboards, so I can bring some of this stuff.
The membranes, okay.
But if there's the membrane is there, because those membranes, I'll show you in a moment, but those are pretty much, you know, over the time they start cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can sometimes, you know, use there's this marker that it kind of,
Silver paint pens.
yeah, silver paint, but honestly it doesn't work too well, right? So
Mhm.
you can buy the replacement membrane for the entire keyboard. And you can even buy the PCB one that's much tougher and, you know, but
Right.
But if this is the individual key, probably the contact under the key is broken, so you can just remove
Okay.
it.
the one that I had that had the battery damage, the most battery damage, and whatever the fumes had come up to the keyboard, there's a couple of screw holes into there. And right around those screw holes, the membrane was eaten.
Oh no.
So the keyboard didn't work in that one. It didn't work in that one. There's a lot of bad in that one. But I bought it knowing that the chips were probably good.
Mhm.
Crossing my fingers, and all the chips were good. So it really worked out.
I bought a box of stuff, sight unseen. I could see a little Amiga keyboard peering out of the box.
Oh, really?
And I got lucky that there was a computer in there, but the computer was so far gone with its battery damage. I think it's the one that I brought in last month.
Yeah.
And Sal was like, "You're just going to have to get a new board because this thing is way beyond
Well, the
anything."
thing is I am building some 2000 boards.
Nice.
I don't know where to get the picture of it.
Because I had a friend of mine from Van Alstyne actually look at it, and he poked around with it for a while, tried to redo the traces, did the whole the tricks to remove and replace the solder mask,
Yeah, I
and
see.
replace my 68,000 chip in there, but still didn't quite fix it. Nice. Everything's all beautifully socketed.
Yeah. I haven't actually soldered them down yet. This is just the
Ah.
socket collection point. Right?
Yep.
And I think I've got all the sockets ready to go here. So I just need to.
This is one guy on
Sorry.
YouTube, which has also a Patreon. This Chris Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I watch his videos,
Yeah, but honestly, when you watch his video on any of the Amiga 3000, 4000, whatever, this
Mhm.
takes a lot of time
Mhm.
to trace everything, like 30, 40 hours.
Holy moly.
So for this, you can probably build a entire board.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
How long it took you?
I didn't record the time. I think it stops about. It was not more than 8 hours.
There you go.
Yeah, but you do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you do?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: do you use single wipe or double wipe sockets?
These are double wide.
Nice.
The first one I built with the turn pin ones, and I mean that's what was in the bill of materials that I downloaded. And I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Didn't like the turn pin ones.
No, I can cram all the devices in there, and it all works.
Yeah.
But it's just basically fitting a square peg in a round hole.
A little bit, yeah.
Why did I
The
do this? I don't know.
the double wipes are the nicest.
So,
Ooh.
What you got? What you got?
So I see the problem. Can you spot it?
Well, what was the symptom, I guess?
Controller ports doesn't work well.
Looks like you're missing a resistor there, a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This doesn't have the socketed CIH up to test it with, or does it? Yes, it does. That's a ROM.
That's around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
right.
this one is melted.
Yep.
that one is
That's
exploded.
gone, huh?
Somebody definitely shorted the ground on that one.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
This one is interesting.
Oh, one of the capacitors or the NEC chip?
No, I mean usually if I get the chip RAM, right? It's regular single board, right? But this one uses the same 30 pin,
Oh, yeah.
so that's the first one I see.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty, huh?
Yeah. But this one for sure.
Yep.
Both are gone. Wonder what happened.
Like, how long did you have that put there to blow up such a high power resistor? I mean, what is that thing, like half watt a surface mount or something, maybe?
Okay. Let's see this guy.
It is cool. I like the ones where they repurpose old Sims into those.
Yeah.
You got all the screws on the back. I guess they're not.
No.
I was thinking they should, yeah.
No, I mean sometimes
Yeah, the thing just catches, and I haven't figured out exactly how it catches, but it does.
600 is really tough to get out of.
There you go.
Let's see. I can.
Did you bring your solder?
No,
No.
no, that I didn't. But
Do
I
you
have
want a
the,
soldering iron? You got the equipment back there.
I was just more for trying to see what is wrong with this board and maybe check the traces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 'cause I bet you could find them. If you think it's another 4.7, there might be another 4.7 back there, but it's going to be a through-hole kind rather than surface mount, probably. There's some surface mount stuff, but it's going to be hard to maybe find exactly what you're looking for.
I think in a pinch, you could just bridge that. It's a 4.7,
Hmm.
to limit the current, just in case you short it.
Exactly.
So, as long as you're good about turning the power off before you change the mouse or the joystick or whatever,
That's right.
and you don't drop a penny in there.
Let's-
work for whatever reason.
Yeah, let's not drop any pennies or plug in any weird devices or watch for the magic smoke.
Yeah. Well, it probably smelled good.
Oh, geez. I don't know. I never like it. It reminds me of fish or something like that when you blow up a capacitor, especially one of the tants.
Oh yeah.
So when you walk into the lab at work and somebody else has burned something up, it's the stench of failure. You hope it's not on. So I can work remotely, so I can start my stuff running upstairs in the lab remotely without looking at it. There's no camera, so I can't tell if it's 100% working or not.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If for some reason
Oh, yeah.
it stops working, it's like, uh-oh. You gotta run up there and then walk in there and start sniffing.
Mhm.
It's this stench of failure around, and is it me?
There's some kind of e-stop button you have to go press first.
No, it's low voltage most of it.
Ah.
Now, you were talking about Chris Roberts and his videos. Did you see the one where he popped the capacitor and blew on him? Did you see that one?
Oh yeah.
It just, yeah.
2 times in a row, right?
2 times he popped
Oh, no.
the same capacitor. He was popped and he popped another one.
Put it in backwards,
It
I
was-
guess.
No, he didn't put him back. I said it was dry.
Oh,
But,
interesting.
he replayed it 3 times in a row real quick. And once in slow motion was kind of funny.
Mhm.
I don't think I've seen a capacitor well. He had the case off. The one time you couldn't see it. And the second time, well, he had it open.
Mhm.
It was I think it was a 3000T, and it was open, it was laying down, and you just saw smoke come up, but
Poof.
yeah. But it was very interesting.
Sometimes I have to blow up devices
Uh-huh.
on purpose to try to figure out where they blow up, right?
Yep.
So I put my camera up there, and my phone was old. It was only 120 frames per second.
Mhm.
And I've only ever seen the puff of smoke after.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because it's so fast. But the camera caught in 2 frames the sparks shooting out of the device
Nice.
while it's failing, and then it goes to smoke after
Mhm.
that. So I never knew how to look until I
Yeah.
actually slowed it down
Yeah.
to 120 frames a second.
Pretty dramatic, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Mhm.
I showed it to a few people. I was like, said, you should probably be wearing safety glasses when you're doing that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or be far away.
Oh, your PPE.
Yeah, I've got a little thing. I just cover it up. I don't want to blow it up in my face, so I already get it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Totally on board with it.
It is. 600 is really painful to get out.
We went the less expensive way. I got a purpose one-sided driver to take those.
Nice.
If you do it often enough, yeah.
Yeah, I figured I probably would. So.
Let's spin around and have a look at the comments going on
We have comments.
on the feed. See if anybody said hello to us. Ah, yes.
Mr. Walker about whenever
That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, there's plastic in there, yeah.
Yeah, some of them was, you know, but I'm still kind of, how do you do this? Because you can probably, when you plug in chords, right, when you're playing something or moving, I don't believe.
I suspect that they have like metal on the table and they pushed it over without a joystick plugged in, in the thingy or something.
Yep.
Is that shoved it to the side and then something jammed in there? That was the hard short.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can envision that happening.
Although I can also imagine a kid coming with a screwdriver.
That too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so on my non-Amiga days, it's Commodore 64. So I know right now I've got a pile of screws sitting right there with the joystick ports. I took the last one or two cases apart.
Oh geez.
Yeah. So slap one of those in there and it's done.
Yep.
And they always say to take power off whenever you plug and unplug, you know, something in those ports, but
Mhm.
did it maybe the first few times, and after that, just,
When I was a kid with those Amigas, I never did that.
Yeah.
Everything was live.
Yep. I can imagine you're there in the moment trying to set up a game or whatever and just forget
Why
it.
this joystick doesn't work? Let me put it up on this different one.
Yep. Let's see. Hey.
hey there.
I assume there's a Wi-Fi here, right?
There is.
Yeah.
I need it for PCB Explorer.
Are you going to show us the cat design?
No.
No.
I'm just going to see the traces.
Oh, I see. Just want to go look at the docs.
This is just the card. The resistor was blown up and I can use it to replace it. I wonder if there's any more damage to it.
Oops. There we go.
So what's the fix we're doing today, or the mod?
I'm trying to figure out what
Push some buttons.
one of his ports
Push some
is
buttons.
working.
Yep.
Nice.
Switch it to NTSC.
Somebody fried
Mhm.
something here,
or
so.
PAL.
Nice. Yeah, obviously the NTSC causes this one not to flicker at all. Pal's flickery on here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Everything's
pretty fun.
Working fine with just the controller ports.
Yeah, 50 hertz. Let's see what do you got
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
2 megabyte total.
the resistor
Nice.
2 chip, 8 fast.
is gone.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
okay.
somebody shorted the
You consider a test for him.
Exactly. You could
Okay.
test memory all day long if you
The
wanted.
buttons
Yeah,
seem
sure.
to work, but the mouse doesn't want to move around.
Ah, okay.
Pointer.
Did I hear that it looked like a resistor was physically removed off the
Test
board?
the
You can
keyboard.
see it by
Yep.
yourself.
That's right. Just go highlight all the keys once you hit them.
Yep.
So what's what, sir?
I know they all work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What pattern are you going to use today to test your keys?
All right, well, that explains a little bit.
Sweet. Oh, that's cool. It gives you the key codes for everybody too.
Yep.
Check the traces.
Are they all single byte key codes? There's no multi-byte key codes,
yeah,
right?
it's, let's see.
Now, I'm trying
I was going to build a
remember,
keyboard emulator. I was going to build something that did
you
the
all
same
know
thing as
version
this board.
tricks and
Yeah.
such. Is there a way or a program
There's only 7
that
bits.
would,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
And
switch
the
out
other one, the other
port
bit
for
is
the other one
pressed or
to
not
use for the
pressed.
mouse port?
I see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or use,
So it's supposed to register released and pressed.
Yeah,
I
vice
see.
versa, yeah.
So the other bit for it, and then
Mhm.
they
That's why I see
rotate-
the 5 in the D, I guess. It's just +8 on the top.
Well,
or something.
No, it's not even that. They rotated it. 'Cause I think the pressed or not pressed bit comes first, so they can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Get that fixed.
It's part of the keyboard error correction protocol.
Uh-huh.
Right, so it's not just the MSP they rotate it somehow. I forget.
Weird. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Anybody know what's the
Just-
Of course, that
Oh yeah, I mean you can see alternate presses are 0, 3,
Yeah.
You know what the
03 and
the
83.
Wi-Fi, is there a Wi-Fi password or?
Yes. Let me go on mute for a sec. We're coming up.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
So yeah, you can see when you press it, you get 19,
Mm-hmm.
and you release it, and you get 99.
Nice.
Well, maybe that bit isn't the MSP.
Looks like it's the MSB.
Yeah, but they do something where the bits are not,
Mm.
they rotate somewhere in there, and so it's not just a,
It's not just that, but something else is going
Yeah.
on mathematically.
yeah, and I forget what the one detail is.
That's interesting that, I guess then you better get that detail right in your keyboard emulator, or else you're going to have a key that's acting like it's
Oh,
held
yeah.
down a whole bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, so it scans, it's a matrix scanning.
Yep.
And
It's like a switch matrix, I guess.
yeah, and I don't know actually what frequency it scans at. I guess if I actually make progress on this
Mhm.
keyboard thing, then I'll have to get that right and get the scan. It's probably like 60 hertz or something. It's not
Sure.
very fast.
It's not crazy.
'Cause,
So what's the number of keys that you can roll over and hit at the same time?
I don't actually know. I mean, there are some keys that are dedicated, have their own dedicated
Line.
lines, and then
Nice.
there's a bunch that are muxed. And,
Mm-hmm. I guess that makes the difference then.
yeah,
That's how you can do your Control-Alt-A, I
I
suppose.
mean, I think
Okay, so it really shows you that.
yeah, you can get a lot.
Hmm.
So there's probably something they have to be on a different mux line.
Right.
So program, what is that, a program on floppy disk or?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. This is the Amiga test kit.
Okay.
It is. All right. To get out of the keyboard one, it is Control Left. Oh, Control Left Alt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
Amiga test kit.
Okay, I guess
And
that's
you can download
online.
yes,
Okay.
you can download the ADF and write the floppy,
Okay, I'll have to get that.
and then when you boot it, if you get a red screen, it means
Mhm.
that the disk is bad because I've had that before.
Mhm.
But as long as you get to this screen, then
Yeah.
it tests everything. So it's totally good. Only got a 6800 ECS, so it's enhanced chipset because it's got the updated Denise chip.
Mhm.
So you get the extra high res. So that's part of the plus as well. Is the
Oh, cool.
Chip RAM. So and then you can test all the other stuff.
All right, I'll have to go.
So it does have an audio test that you can do.
Maybe if that was a 9-pin serial port.
No, I mean,
It looks like the modem is on somebody must
Grab me a copy.
so if you do memory,
See what we got, Dr. Clue. Yes, indeed.
Right.
So this one has 8
I'm
meg.
saying hi to people in the
and
chat
2
room.
meg chip RAM.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So you
got
can find out how much memory you've got.
Hops are key.
Hops are key, that's
You can
right.
switch between how-
Hops are key likes to show up and ask me if I've gotten a CD32 yet.
Oh, yeah? How's that quest coming along?
I missed a shot at one locally from a friend on a group. That would have been fun.
Check the ports.
They're kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've liked it ever since he showed his.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mark brought his in to visit at one time, and that was kind of a nice little presentation.
No kidding.
Had Zool and a couple of other ones going on it.
Mm.
That's what kind of got me interested in it.
Oh, nice.
Right.
How's it been today?
Definitely need to get that.
Lively demos, I guess, thus far. It's been cool.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, I'll bring this guy.
Well, let's hear about this. I know you're talking about this over the email. You found this at First Saturday sale a long time ago under the 75 bridge, I guess, and this has the resolution modes that, or the scan modes that actually work on some of the other systems besides just PCs.
Oh yeah, it works great. So anyway, bring it here for adoption if anybody needs it.
Oh, interesting. Nice.
People are talking about needing one about that scan rate. So I'm not using it.
Nice.
So there you go. Ned's checking it out.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first flat screen ever.
Wow.
It still works. That's a tough little dude.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Well, first or second. I think it might be my second.
Maybe 20 or 25 years old then, or what?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Probably about. I picked it about 2003-ish, I guess.
Nice.
Something like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And a VGA card for the Newton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty crazy. I never would have guessed that there was a VGA card for the Newton where you could
I know,
just
right?
hook it up to a monitor.
Yeah. And, that one worked the best with it.
Mm-hmm.
Black and white mode works really good on it.
Huh. So I've got an old Newton pad. I guess I should try to play more around with that guy and see.
Really? What model?
I think it's the 120, the real basic one.
120 is good.
Mhm.
Of course, also depends on it. It probably has a 2.0 operating system, so it's not bad. I don't think it can handle that VGA card very well, though.
Yeah, I know there's
So, yeah.
probably a couple of models that may or may not do it.
If you really scale it down, you might get the MP3 player to work on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I guess there was some like 2 megabyte storage card or something that came with mine, but I couldn't get it to recognize it.
Yeah. There's a few other ones.
Mhm.
Modem cards, very, very common with it, and some Ethernet cards. So there's a lot to play with.
Yeah. I think the things I always wanted back in the day would have been the Palm 3C or the Palm 7X, I think, or the Palm 7.
Yeah, those are good.
Because 7 had the internet and 3C was the color one.
Oh yeah. So have you had a chance to play with either one of them with say friends or anything?
Well, I had other Palm pilots at the time, and then eventually got a Sony Clie, which was cool because it had that camera feature and all the colors and everything else.
Yeah.
And then kind of got a HP iPack, and then that was about the end of the line before the smartphones came out anyway.
Oh yeah. The iPads are pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. On the iPack, I was able to do Need for Speed and SimCity 2000 and a bunch of cool games. In my pocket in high school.
Had all that on the iPack, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pretty strong iPack. It was like a 633 megahertz ARM processor or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Mhm.
I knew they were cool. I didn't know that they were that cool.
Yeah.
And did they ever have a good port of Doom on them?
I bet they did. I just didn't never try that one.
Everything's got Doom.
Mhm.
That's what I love.
I think it was a little bit clunky to try to play some of the 3D games depending on the input mode, you know, without a whole full keyboard. It's a little bit nuts.
Yeah. A little didn't have like a little disc controller, you know, multi direction.
Not so much. I think it was just buttons. It wasn't really a nice D-pad there.
Oh well.
Yeah. The Clie was a thing that had the full keyboard that you could spin out and do a little bit more with, and you know, still the graffiti inputs and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the stylus. I miss the days of styluses with your pocket devices, I guess.
Yeah. I think the later Galaxies, you know, Galaxy Notes have had them, which I always loved. You know.
Yeah, that's right. I guess the artists still do that kind of stuff. Their fancy brushes and things, their inputs for the drawings.
A lot of current Newton stuff, you know, with the emulators. They love using some of the newer phones and things like that.
Oh, interesting.
With the little pins.
Yep.
Or the pins they can get with the iPads. You know, the iPins or whatever they call them. I'm not sure what they call them, but they work pretty well.
Nice.
And of course, the Newton emulator is Einstein. So yeah, that's been kind of neat. I played with that a little bit.
Yeah. What kind of device did you put it on?
Put it on Android.
Okay.
And it works pretty good. They have it's especially really well done on PCs and Macs, but the Android version is really usable.
I bet.
The thing that they were trying to work on, and I'm not sure if they really perfected it yet, is trying to get it to where copies of memory cards can be used.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Once they get that, I think they'll be very much on their way. Yeah.
Yeah, because people will want to be able to swap their files in and out for sure.
Oh yeah, that'd just be amazing.
It's like any MAME emulator, I guess you can toss in your cartridge to go along with the system.
Yeah. So, I guess let's see how they're doing over there.
Yeah, let's see how they're doing over there. They got I guess a picture of this PCB pulled up.
Yeah, I mean,
Pictures on there, wondering.
I know, right?
It's like a 30-second delay between live and on the camera, right?
Yeah.
because it goes there straight to the pin, right? So there's a black line.
It's good to see
I
everybody.
was
That's
suspecting
neat.
that the
Mhm.
trace might be gone as well. So.
Like I said, I got the reminder for this meeting.
So much
It's
wire
like,
it is.
Yeah.
I've been here and probably half a year, something like that.
Alright.
You were here just 2 or 3 months ago. You got peaches over back
Here's the
there.
problem.
Piece of lunch or something.
It's pretty tight.
What's that?
What's going on the other side?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go this way.
So, yeah, so
You're
you
gonna
can
go towards the stick at
that's
the back.
Yeah, but if you, I mean, see, this is basically all walls. It's very tight, so I think the best.
Did you figure out the missing value?
The value is not a problem.
Okay.
The problem is that either those two parts are gone,
Mm-hmm.
or even the trace. Because okay, so here's the PCB Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
So one is the VCC. So
Okay.
This is the other part. The other one goes to this pin.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Oh, brother.
Okay. By the way, the reason why it blew up is because this is ground.
Mhm.
Okay, so probably somebody shorted this too.
Mhm.
Ground to VCC,
Sure.
you have pretty much exploding resistor.
Yep.
But I don't know if you're going to see this, but there's a black line going to this pin, right?
Uh huh. Oh, yeah. So they might have totally burned up the trace too. Huh?
Exactly. So
Mhm.
now the problem is, okay, this guy is pretty much easy because I can either get the bodge wire from either here,
Mhm.
right? Because it's basically this,
What's the resolution?
right? So that's an easy one. But this one goes straight to the pin.
Yep.
And
84 by 764.
technically, I can go underneath the board,
Right.
go from here. But
Oh,
then-
jeez.
Yeah, but
There's a few
then,
other things there, huh?
but there's
Trying to
unless
line
I
up.
could use this hole over here. Because, see,
Zoomed in too far to see.
yeah. Sorry, I'm moving stuff too much probably. But you see, everything is pretty much a wall,
Mhm.
and this is very tight.
Right.
And when you put the board over here, it's pretty much there's no space,
Mhm.
right? So the only way for us is probably going this board wire through this hole.
Mhm. Then up through the back of it.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea as long as the hole's not for. I guess it's not a screw there, is there?
Let's go look at it closely. Sure.
I would need to check. I don't think it's a
Mhm.
screw hole.
Yeah, because the screw holes are plated, right? Normally.
Some of the
It's-
nicer
it is-
video monitors you could ever get.
It is nice when
Hmm. Let's see.
I'll try that hole.
Mhm. You have wires with you?
That's first, okay, you see how the door is all kind of jacked up a little bit, right?
Unless,
Well, there
no,
you go.
it's straight trace from this part to this
Yeah,
part,
you
so
can-
there's no other way.
Break and,
Nope. What do I got going on here? Must be stereo. Monitor decided not to play on the other channel.
Is it that one, or is it possibly? I see a red channel right next to it.
Yeah, it also has a positive inputs for colors.
Yeah, I see the yellow, I see the red, I see black. You can always try the red, and see if that works.
Lock the cable plugged in.
Not so much, okay. Oh, well,
Technically, that should be
that's good enough for now. Let's see what else it can do.
It should have been better. I know I played on both channels. I tested on different monitors.
Such an odd font on top.
Yeah, there's that too. It could just be broken.
Oh, yeah. I just thought it was trying to wow us there for a second.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh no.
no.
Maybe there is some memory corruption or something.
Maybe shut it down, try to reseat all chips. Give it another go.
I'll try one of the other games.
Okay. This is what I ran into on 500, as I said,
Yep.
all the socket chips back in.
Nice.
Yeah, like I say, it's a pretty solid LCD monitor.
Mm-hmm.
I try using it on more modern ones, of course, and it has difficulty sometimes figuring it out.
Yeah, can't quite get the sync ready with the 1080p, I guess.
Not quite.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, you can plug up another monitor.
Yeah.
And set it for that, then plug in that one, and it works just great.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty nice.
Hmm.
I want to say I got that was like somebody's
I know.
gateway setup or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm only disappointed we didn't get the the cow patterns on it.
There we go.
Gateway had a
Very what?
cool markings.
Oh yeah, the cow pattern would have been fun.
Oh yeah, I love going into
There
a
might be a
gateway store
chance
once.
that somewhere
That would
maybe
just look
this
like a ranch,
cable is
like
broken.
a barn, you know.
Wow.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, I know it's just a PC, but I really want to get a gateway for some reason. It's really kind of grabbing me.
Mhm.
It didn't grab me enough, but it was starting to kind of tug on me a little.
Gets you in the mood for sure, I guess. Just have a bit of a different aesthetic there rather than just boring old computer store, huh?
Yeah, very different from Incredible Universe and
Mhm.
all the other ones at the time.
Yeah, that one definitely didn't last
Hey.
very long.
Hey Johnny, you ever go to the Gateway store?
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured you would have.
yeah, had those tractor seats to set down into computers.
Oh my
Isn't that
goodness.
cool?
We only went there because they announced that the Gateway was going to be carrying the Amiga, so we went there and talked to them about it.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get them, yeah, and that way on it, so, never did show up.
Mhm.
I was looking forward to a Cal pattern Amiga. That would have been kind of neat.
Couldn't have been any worse.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Nope.
You were there with me.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you mentioned the tractor seats, I didn't think about it at first, but when you said it, yeah, I can see them now.
Yeah, those metal tractor seats up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wonder how many Gateway users got those tractor seats.
Mhm.
They probably sold them off, bankrupt.
Well, I mean, there's that. But
Yeah.
I just wonder if that's something they did for the more diehard Gateway users.
Let's see.
I doubt it. I
Buy a
don't think
tractor
anybody was
seat.
really a Gateway fan.
So last time I scrolled
Well, there are
on,
people on the internet.
stopped working, so
They have
let's
like
see this time.
websites with all the manuals and all the ads and everything.
Mm.
I've seen a few out there.
Way out there.
Yeah. They have pictures of the stores and everything. So
Mhm.
yeah. So what game is this?
The Railroad Tycoon.
Oh, neat.
But,
It's not picking up on your disc B?
yeah, no, I guess maybe we had that this week.
Uh-oh.
Blah.
Yeah.
I guess the auto sense is like not working on it then, huh? Or do you not have it?
No, I'm running off the hard drive, is the problem.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know, if you wanna play a game, we'll try one of these over here.
Loading multi-disc games off the hard drive. Maybe something they didn't think of.
Yeah. One of the things a lot of fans have done is hacked them so that you can run them off a hard drive.
Right, I would have to imagine so.
Fair enough. How'd you fix it now?
Oh wow, did you actually solder in another resistor or what?
No, that's see, with Amigas you trying to fix one thing, something other breaks.
Of course, right.
So now when I try to screw the resistor is still blew up, so I need to go back home,
Computers that
figure it out some way to budge wires and so on and so on. But now when I screw on the floppy drive, it doesn't work.
Oh brother.
Now those two screws, it does work.
Exactly. So one way.
My goodness.
Don't screw them in quite as tight.
So what was that thing on the screen about the infection, the untimely or whatever
That was
infection?
whatever the floppy is here.
Oh, nice.
Had to get my eyes.
It's your infection floppy.
those
And the whole game collection.
Yes, you said, what about the infection? No, I don't want
Right.
Yes.
Let's see now.
I guess the floppy was working then.
No, the floppy is working. It's just the, I guess, the ribbon cable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was too tight and.
Computer's working. That was part of it. Ah.
Nope, that's weird.
At least knows what this is.
Perfect.
Once again. I'm suspecting this is the ribbon cable. I just need to take a different one.
This one I can play. I'm still not good at it.
I should have brought my other joystick. Go 2-player. Oh no! You got it in the mouse board or?
Right forward. Well, you're on your phone if you can't get it. Oh, right.
You're back. You are on full steam now. There we go. Give him heck.
All right, let's try this one.
There you go.
He doesn't like,
Hey.
he doesn't like to be.
That was a cheap shot. Oh man.
I don't have a keyboard, so I can't
That's
play
so
anything
bad.
right now. But
Yeah, that's
it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do it this way.
Ah.
better.
Let's try
Homemade arcade joystick. A little better way.
So is it just being super finicky?
Been pretty good so far.
Better than the first round where we couldn't get to move at all and then you got blown out instantly.
I lost the size, but-
I notice when you push it down, I can see. I notice how the cable goes. And when you're pushing it down, I notice it's squeezing on it. Working.
Now it's working. Yeah, let's turn it off. Let's see, maybe this.
I need to push the cable away from the edge or something, so not clamp it.
Somebody had this box game for sale on eBay the other day, and I didn't buy it.
Going
Not you
this
big
way.
fan.
There was just a few discs that I had when I was. This was one of them.
So
Oh, neat.
yes. That way.
Wow, give it a spin and you're done. I just got to.
Oh, you're gonna continue?
Sure, why not?
Yep, all right.
Let's do this. The Wicco.
Test it with those screws?
Yeah.
No, I mean we know that it's working fine without screws. Question
That was
is,
pretty good.
Maybe.
is it still working after you put the screws in?
So which one's the power use? That's my question.
And will be the, rebound there.
Oh, really?
Spacebar.
Oh,
That's
cool. I mean,
also the third button on your joystick at the end, or the second button on your joystick.
Alright, let's try. Oh, nice one.
Yep.
Is that-
That's
was that-
that's your power up to get more. No, it's fine.
But now it's gone. Fail.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna warm it up.
Screws are reversed.
That's cool. I always love how you have this big old huge ship that drops off this little tiny ship. And a really big ship looks like it could do some major damage. Did they use that ship for this stuff? No. They send you to go on a solo mission.
Hold down with your thumb.
Suicide mission with that. Alright, you guys. Hey guys. Forget about you. There we are.
So let's turn it
Yeah.
down.
Let me try some.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Did I lose it?
Power it off.
Okay, everybody, that was good.
How rude.
Now I'd say push it.
If you want to push it.
Yeah, hold it down. You want to put the disc in, I guess. You boot it up while you're on. But push it. No dust.
Uh-oh.
Device DF0.
That's a new error.
So that tells us something when she's pressing down is
I mean, might be very possible that
the
pressing
drive
down.
has a crack. Something loose.
Probably something I don't
And
want
once
to
we let go, look at it, it goes on.
Okay, at least we know that the drive works.
Maybe we should put some spacers under there to hold
Right.
it up.
As a matter of fact, I've got an MFM hard drive where when you have the lid on it, there's a solenoid that's supposed to, I guess, actuate once the thing is fully spun up at speed, but because there's not enough space for it to actuate, it actually shuts itself back down.
Another bunch of blasters. Okay, cool.
It's like if I just run it with the lid off, then it's fine, but obviously get a bunch of dust on it, then it never work.
And what is that again exactly?
It's an old hard drive.
Oh, it's an old-
MFM, yeah.
Uh-huh.
MFM, yeah, older.
Yep.
I guess I
Can't
never had
imagine
one of
using
those.
an MFM anymore.
No, that's 30 years out of fashion at least.
Suddenly, it doesn't want to move.
Or I went to a guy's house and had a big, he got himself a hard drive.
I think that last power was-
Yes, I go over there, he said, hey, look, I got a 200 megabyte hard drive, which was at the time was huge. And I got over there, it was huge, this drive was
Oh my
about this
gosh.
big. He had it set on a little table, and the table
Holy
was
smokes.
shaking and vibrating.
Wow. Had to have been an expensive piece of kit.
Yeah. Hit him again. And one more time. Well, at least we lived.
Now you don't have any more for the next time he comes. Maybe he'll be back.
He will be back, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Do you get like a whole bunch of bombs per life or something? It's just the way the thing works.
Yeah, you get more. I don't, maybe that's
That was the core, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Doesn't like the screws now.
Well, you got those two screws in.
Yeah.
Let's loosen that
For
one.
some reason, I cannot go back up.
Oh, you're gonna go halfway.
Oh, I know that. I just can't go up. Once I go back down, I can't go
Try
back
again.
up.
Is that a joystick thing?
Probably.
Hooray for the mighty Wicco.
Just unscrew it a little bit more. It's less tight on the hard disk caddy, I guess, or the floppy disk caddy.
Hey, look at that metal, how it's, all sorts of things, I don't know, it's just a thought, and apparently it works.
Well, don't you know the fact that this resistor is not there is actually causing this thing to have signals through it? I'm kidding.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's no.
No, that'd be a capacitor issue, not a resistor.
Yeah, I mean, there's no connectivity.
No, there's not even connectivity there anyway.
It's a fun game.
It's either the ribbon cable
Look who
that's
came back.
maybe,
Flaky ribbon cable.
yeah.
Well, see when you tighten those screws up, I could see when it was pulling, this drive. I was wondering, you know, 'cause then when we just let it sit in there by itself, it works. So the only thing left now is that screw. So
I guess maybe you could put a very small washer underneath that so
Plastic
the
one, nylon
disc
wires.
wasn't pressed
Oh, yeah.
down so firmly. to get
Right.
the mother
You know what,
board
guys? I will just put a resistor here, put them on eBay, say everything works fine.
Yeah.
if it doesn't boot, you don't
Nice.
loosen that screw.
No, sorry. The common thing is it boots to workbench.
That's right.
It boots to workbench. Says everything. All right, let's turn it off. Let's plug everything else.
Now where can you put this on?
You never know.
Ah, yes. The flexi cable.
Let's see, with this kind of a stuff, it's always hard to figure out what is wrong with it, right?
Nice one, dude, nice one.
Yep. Is it? Nice and flush. I think there's a little bit cattywampus, but there you go. Yep.
But before we do that, let's turn it on. Remember, always check at every step.
That's right.
You saw what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is going to be lightly pressing on it. Oh, look.
All
And then. I think it's maybe this.
Usually the screen is scroll. Anyways.
Anyway.
They basically became Space Invaders.
Yeah.
So that's behind the barricades, I swear. There we go. Yeah.
I guess that joystick needs some work, needs some repair.
A little bit, yeah.
I thought it worked last time I used it.
Hey, can we borrow your joystick for a minute?
No, absolutely.
See if you can swap these out. Yeah.
Two-player.
That'd be cool. This one would be stuck at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, maybe a disadvantage then.
There you go. Plug that dude in, gentlemen.
So you got auto fire on it too.
Does it?
Right, thumb.
Hello.
Takes power, then you gotta make sure you plug it in.
This Spectra Video. I remember this guy. Does it have auto? Yeah, it does have auto.
There's a switch on the bottom. It's
There's
on
on.
auto.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna try it. Well, sometimes we put it with auto fire, it doesn't work. I think that's the case here.
But I don't know if it needs to be held over
The
there.
volume is,
try it.
yeah, fine, but
So first time.
something is holding it somewhere here.
Send one over, I guess, to one in front and snap in
Sticks
the
are pretty
back.
good. Of course, I just prefer a good old guitar stick myself.
Take it apart.
Give me a licorice stick, as they say. Auto fire doesn't work. Some of the later ports were, a little more specialized. And the 2600 port. I finally got him.
Let's see.
All right, after this, you get to, I'll let you have a whirl at. I know I'm kind of comfortable with the game for a bit.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm gonna take the phone.
Oops. Ah.
Oh. That's why.
Keyboard wasn't fully in the slot.
Nope.
Cool, give it a spin.
Alright.
Try the Spectra video. Spectra Vision.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I might have a switch to go back and forth in a week or something.
Okay. I think it's rest of this.
I think it might need to stick it back in there a bit.
Can you turn it up? We just saw what happened to when you shorted.
Right. Don't want to take any more chances. Hey.
You don't want the infection, okay.
We're not through yet. You gotta see the last screw. We've already seen what the screws can do to this thing.
Right.
We don't want both hardware and software problems.
I always hate it when there's like a lull in the game. It's like, all right, what next? Just right before the boss shows up.
Not paying attention. That's what happened. Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Wrong screw. Okay, that's fine. This probably was the one that was floating. This one is. No, this is.
Oh.
These are the self-tapping.
The cool thing about the
It's
monitor, by the
different
way,
than this one. This
power
is probably
supply
for the
came with
floppy
it.
drive.
Actually wasn't its normal
That's fine.
power
I
supply.
will connect it
But
again at home.
come to find
I don't
out,
know where I have
the
to.
GameCube power supply
Fix that.
actually had the right voltage. All you had to do was just stick an adapter at the end just to plug into it.
Alright. Yeah, I've got some, floppy drive for Commodore 64 that, have a weird, power cable. It turns out the LegalVision power supply has the same power cable.
Oh, really?
I've seen the connector for it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Right voltage, right connector, everything.
Oh, no, not the right voltage.
It had the
It's
connector.
one of those where it's recommended not to use ColecoVision power supply anyway, so I just put the connector off and kept it plugged in. Hey, so my shit came out good.
Did it?
Yeah.
See if the second part will work. Yeah, let's try.
Congratulations, Brave Commander. You have completed first stage. Now be transported to the second. Watch out
Maverick,
for
Commander
some-
Maverick, huh?
Yeah, you get your choice of two guys.
Huh? Who's the other guy?
I don't know, it shows at the beginning.
Goose.
Yeah, there you
Commander.
go.
Usually pick this one, huh?
The first one doesn't work.
I don't think there's,
Cool
I don't think there's
looking.
any difference in which one you pick.
Huh. I mean, it'd be interesting if it was like attributes, you know, one had faster reflexes. The other one, you know, you could fly faster.
The focus drive?
Yeah. One had a greater attack but slower, one was, you know, not as great attack but more dexterous.
I forgot about those.
Maybe you should have picked the dexterous one.
Yeah.
bummer.
Sadly,
So you
the
were
second
pretty
port
much
doesn't
right.
work for a mouse, so.
What?
Well, it looks like Raiden, but,
Let's
yeah,
pull SECS to
I
Mac.
played a lot on the Jaguar.
Pretty much Commodore only.
I get you. Well, I'm sure Raiden, are you on a Commodore 64 and Amiga, or
Yeah.
Amiga? Let me see if there was any ports of Raiden for Amiga. Oh, let's see. Partially found build an unreleased Amiga port. Okay, so they at least attempted to make a port of Raiden for Amiga. C64. Let's see, Commodore 64 had.
Other than the not working port and the floppy drive that doesn't like the screws to be too tight.
Okay.
Can I get your parallel and center report thing back?
If you want, yeah, we could try. Rather than two.
Oh, I get it.
All right, that's what you were testing earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Doing a MIM test?
No, that's the floppy test.
Oh, okay. Sector test.
I need to also, I have a couple of the floppy drives that need floppy alignment,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to do that as well.
Fun times. Yeah, I could probably use some of that too.
You can check it with this.
Use an oscilloscope to do your floppy alignments usually, or something else?
Honestly, the simplest method that I've seen is, oh yeah. Well, also the touch has this.
Yeah, but yes, but it's aligned to whatever you use to write that disk. This one, and then
I will compare.
you can debate whether that matters or not.
Ah, yes.
That one was written on a professional machine
Right.
30 years ago.
Yep.
Can you make a copy? For me?
What?
This alignment test that you had.
Yeah.
I mean, let's make a copy party then.
No kidding.
It's a copy party. The 80s live again.
I have floppy disks.
Yeah, you do.
Pirates are.
You sure you want to copy the alignment disk though? It seems like it might be out of alignment then.
Why not?
Well, yeah, yes.
Go for it.
Right.
Yeah, hand me one of your discs there.
Yeah, sure.
This has a copy on it, so it's hard drive. So. Should be able to do it.
That's 9.
And bring back memories of my days at the Infomart.
Oh, good.
What, you got that disc? Cool. Well, while that demo's running, let's see if we can just switch this in there. Let that run for a little bit on the other one. At least that's what I saw going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So it's running 50 hertz, it's a 50 hertz monitor.
Mm-hmm.
This is running 50 hertz?
Yes, no, so this
Mhm.
is 15 hertz, yes.
Yeah, 50. I saw that, I said, so switch to 60.
I'm not sure, but I think this is the first time I've ever seen a 600 in person. Again, that computer's just adorable.
Hertz 50.
Yeah.
I always thought they were lighter.
Yeah, just usually you can find those. It's the problem with the 4:3 ratio. It's hard to find those LCDs. You know, that
Right.
support the 15 kilohertz.
fancy version.
Except you got one right behind me.
Oh, yeah.
You should take it home if you want it.
I'm glad. Too much stuff already. I think that's the latest X-copy, right?
It says X copy approved, and it came on the hard.
Yeah, but that's the latest. There's a website.
Oh.
You can have you can find a website that.
You think it's one of the later versions of it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I remember the X copy I used was all text. So it was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's slightly blown. But only
The
slightly.
X-copy shrine.
Sounded like the jump sound in 2600 Donkey Kong.
So I remember the first copy, X-copies that were this kind of. So that's the one that I remember.
Yeah. I think his look it might be that.
Oh, 1 second.
And this is one of the latest.
Look at what he's got been fixed by somebody, it's just with that extra name there. I think I remember I had one of those.
One of these? Huh.
That's the one.
Yeah,
of,
there it is.
oh,
That's it.
that's one of those.
Mhm.
Wow.
Well, I say this is one of those that came on the hard drive, so.
So that's 93 X-copy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And that's the 88 X-copy.
Wow.
Wow. Pretty amazing.
Well, you can try it and see if it'll boot.
That's right.
See if I did this right. I don't even remember what copy program I used back then. I guess it had to be this. Yeah, something's happening.
Okay, it's boots, but I won't be able to use the mouse, so.
That might be a problem.
You can always use the keyboard as a mouse.
Yep.
Remember that?
Was there
Yeah, it was like,
option?
yeah, you had to use the Amiga and one other key, and you had the arrow keys to move the pointer around. And
There you go.
there you go, there.
So what's the verdict on the floppy drive? Is it mostly working?
No.
Huh?
Reader. Reader. From
Well, that's
X-copy?
right. You were trying to fix the thing and that thing stopped working.
Retry.
Gosh.
Can you give me the original copy? Let's see if the original works. Maybe this is the floppy drive. I mean, you never know.
You have one of those, floppy cleaning discs.
Does it work?
Yeah, I always thought they worked. I haven't got one, something to try. See if it cleans the heads a little.
There you go.
There you go.
You want to try a different floppy?
Sure. Yeah, so you
Oh,
click on,
celebration, insert calibration notes.
Did.
yeah, that is. Click on a line over there.
Satisfaction.
There you go.
Forward.
You're slightly out of alignment. It's probably the case where the little stepper screw in there has got fuzz packing away on the.
See if the other copy will work. Can you give me the original one as well? Let's see. Maybe this guy is working better.
Oh, I thought you tried that.
No, I mean,
No?
it
Okay.
was the bad one.
Could you possibly have a bad disc? Was it like 20 years old?
Cool age.
Yeah, we can try that one. We're also relying on this floppy drive over here being 100% too, so.
What's the margin of error?
There's gonna be a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, like the first one on track 79. Well, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. That's all the stuff. Back and forth, back and forth.
Okay. Let's see if this one works. All right. I need to know which one is this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna cut the stream a little bit short here.
Yeah.
Yep. So for those of you watching on the channel, we will see y'all next month.
Better later.
Adios, gang.